Well, it's time to talk about war. Unfortunately. Because I fucking live here, dude. Holy shit. I'm not in the capital, I'm not attached to capital, and I'm just realizing how dangerous it would be if I was. It's fucking mental. Yeah, apparently this country is just, Russia with a little bit of spice. Russia with lies and deception. Or Russia with additional dictator on top. My suggestion, before you drag me into war, by the way, alright, because I don't want to be in front lines. My suggestion, first of all, to watch the whole fucking video, to be honest, and understand why I'm talking English all the time and I will not switch the language. No. I don't even think this country exists, by the way. I'm having very big trouble communicating and starting conversations. I didn't have the same trouble in the UK. People seem to do just fine with that, you know? Communication. Maybe it's bad that they're so provocative in there, but still better than nothing, you know. So the idea of my country existing, I've already like made TikToks about it. I'm like really pissed, and it keeps stacking. My frustration keeps stacking. But yeah, first thing that should happen in times of war with NATO, because it's a little bit different, right? Putin should be headhunted. The head of Belarus should be headhunted. They need now assassins following their every fucking move. Because holy shit, do we have to try scientifically determine what it takes for these motherfuckers to start talking and start changing their minds and actions of what does it take? Second suggestion, however, besides beheading the fucking leadership as quickly as fucking possible, alright? Second suggestion. What if we start killing their women? Right? It's a weird suggestion, but right now women are the most safest they could ever be. Like, it's capitalism. And they're also gatekeeping. A lot of love, a lot of compassion. They gatekeeping because they only want money. They see money as like, oh, I can just have whatever I want. Why would I need men anymore? I can just have money. And money, buys all the services that I like. I can buy myself time with any man I desire. Delivery man, pizza man and around the corner, computer man. I can buy time with everyone. Women are insane right now. So insane that maybe by killing women in Russia, we can turn around a lot of fucking heads, a lot of people who would have attacked. They decide to just kind of go home and finish the job. Why? Why would you give tanks and all this artillery, all this fucking manpower, basically, to attack a different country? Like, that's fucking bullshit. How about you start killing women, right? How would you just turn around and make them scream, make them fucking panic? Let's see what they have in terms of firepower. In actuality, what power do they have? They don't have power over me, as you clearly can tell. No sane fucking person would be able to utter these words. I don't have enemies as women. I just know that they are suspicious. And in terms of Russia, Russia's a plush toy. All right, we will be able to do whatever we want if they declare war. That means, hello, we can do whatever we want. We can just plug one nuclear missile here, and boom, your major town is a cow upside down, right? We can do whatever we want with your land, with the property on that land, with the people on that property. We can do whatever we want because that's what war is. Declaration of war means that we will just come and take whatever we want, right? That's just how it goes. Like, Putin might not have actually realized that, might not have heard these words before, where I take any organ I want from you, like, I'll come to your house, like, knock on your fucking door, take that fucking, penis, whatever the biggest organ you have, except brain. Because I know that one's fucking lacking in size. People will be able to loot this shitty fucking place once and for all, and they want it for some reason. I mean, holy shit. Maybe we can change their minds by starting to take things that actually feel safe. You know, it feels safe, but oh shit, it changes their minds. Because Russian language is about action, right? What actions are we gonna make? If we're just gonna sit here and defend our country, I don't know, maybe they just continue attacking, hoping for the best. And maybe they take it as a challenge. Maybe their women gonna start spawning babies just to send them to attack other countries because it's like, wow, we have established what we want to do. So we have to threaten women. So they don't spawn babies no more, you know? They don't just give up with coercion, just give up the babies. Because that's what happens, you know? A Russian woman gets a gun to their face and be like, oh, now you have to give up your child. And oh shit, what is she gonna do? She could have not existed in the first place. Or be coerced by other countries to probably not make babies no more. With weird Russian men right now. Who knows? Who knows what the solution is? But we can do whatever we want when the war is declared in order to retaliate. Or even more. Unfortunately, or even more. Because I don't know if Russia should exist anymore. Maybe we can rewrite fucking history. They're the biggest country, bro. I don't think Donald Trump likes that. There's a bigger country than the US. Imagine that. Kind of fucking sucks for that guy. Also, they have a little bit of fucking land here, but come on, guys. You will lose that immediately. That shit is gonna get also disengaged. Cut off immediately. This little peepee, it's not gonna work. There's a problem, though. Alright? Mobilization, dragging people into war, throwing people out. We don't know. Now it's a random generation. Unfortunately, or fortunately for me, I didn't make any enemies, and I didn't make any friends. I didn't make any relationships, so I will feel nothing when people are dying around me. My country barely fucking exists. I'll throw my parents into the fire if I have to, for I am born to kill them. Yep, I am born to kill my parents. Slowly and surely, teach them that they are shitty parents, you know? And all their bad habits have to die. But holy shit, are they attached to their bad habits like they're possessed? They shit out a baby, realizing that they cannot afford a baby. And I have grew up. And my life was pretty shitty. And I don't want to make my life extra shitty. I just want to hate women, dude. As successfully as I can. I want women to be threatened really hard right now, to shiver in fear that they might be betrayed by men anytime. Anytime. They might just realize who is running the fucking show right now. Maybe it's women. If answer is women, solving problem will be 10 times more easier than you think. Hitler was women's puppet, basically. You don't know that shit? You don't know history. I have watched it. Women were like fucking cheering him on. Giving all love and compassion to the Hitler, bro. So I cannot imagine anything different with Putin as well. In fact, I think it's a fucking reincarnation of just this ball rolling a little bit to the side. And reincarnating another fucking mastermind of World War, basically. World War III is a sequel. I mean, it's probably going to be pretty pathetic. It's probably going to have low quality, low budget now, because it wasn't a very successful series. The only thing that would make it more interesting if it had like Chinese translation, then maybe. China is even a crazier place, by the way, when it comes to war. I mean, it would destroy itself faster than it would be able to declare war to something. They can declare war to Taiwan, And still, I don't know, 10% of China destabilized itself by declaring war to Taiwan. I think they have a hard time sleeping at night at this point. Just declaring war to an island that's like right there. It's just right there, but it's like, but maybe someone actually owns that island. Yeah, they don't know. They can't sleep at night anymore. 10% of the country is like, shit, man. What are we gonna do? What if the world collapses? Yeah, that can happen. There are influential people all over the place. They don't want to fucking be human sacrificed. But women, bro, women be sitting and rubbing their fucking hands of like, oh, I'm gonna intimidate this guy to go to war. I'm gonna intimidate this guy to go to war. These motherfuckers, they're the worst. Women are the fucking worst in this situation. And my biggest advice ever is to not listen to that shit. Alright? You can listen to me, but you're not gonna listen to women, right? Because this whole time I've been fucking tossed around, rejected, incelified, whatever that means, dude. People have made up a word incel for a reason, apparently. I'm a virgin 30-year-old. And everyone in the world will say, it's your fault. The real fault is that I don't have relationships. I don't have friends or enemies to be able to grow into another relationship and another relationship. Keep growing relationships until you find someone you like. And then grow that bond. Alright? Partnership. And none of that is happening. Everything is shit. Alright? It's capitalism. I understand why relationships died. You made a video about it just recently. Maybe Russia is just threatening war and want to see what happens as well. I want to see the power level that we can fucking conjure up their ass. Meaning that currently, to this day, I have been fighting wars this whole time. I've been fighting grown-up wars this whole fucking time. Being rejected is a big fucking heartbreak that I have to hold. And not just reject the heartbreak as well. Just, no, it's there. It's forever. I will forever feel the pain. Is how it works. If police betray me and reject me, which happened yesterday, they betray and reject me, guess what? How I feel? I will feel a heartbreak forever. My life is forever worse in this particular location, however. If this location disappears, I will not be upset. Unfortunately. I can make my own language. Don't fucking worry about it. Alright? You can just disappear. You can just be a war-torn bullshit place at this point. I'm not gonna feel bad about it. For this place have never existed to me. It never attached anything onto me. No tentacle fucking entered my social circle. Alright, of me and me alone. In fact, I'm being attacked to this very day by all the noise, all the neighbors doing stupid shit. Stupid shit, mind you. It is not people scared of Russians or whatever. It is people celebrating and making noise and letting children run around, dogs bark, motorcycles buzz around the entire town. Music playing, parties, anything you can imagine, the most demonic and evil shit around me that I had to fucking turn off and be like, hey guys, wake the fuck up. Is everything okay? Do you need a fucking wake-up call? Right? Because I actually have to defend myself against the noise. They do tend to wake up though, which is very interesting, right? But they don't tend to fucking take a conversation for it. That is not interesting for them. They don't want conversation. They want me to get in trouble, basically. They want me to make a mistake. I'm surrounded by demons, bro. So, don't worry about it. No one's gonna drag me into war to do anything at all, okay? Unless it... No, I don't know if there's exceptions. Someone with my self-esteem, I will do more harm than good, unfortunately. If they mistreat me, I will do a lot of harm. And who knows who is actually attached to me and my story right now? I have touched many people. I have ran around the internet, the YouTubes. I don't know how many people I actually touched. For real, you know, who actually paid attention. Some even responded. Who would have thought, right? Role-playing as YouTube CEO, which I still am. Alright, I have not missed a streak of YouTube rewinds still. And it's not difficult to make anyways. Being a YouTube CEO gives me the privilege to fucking declare war on my own country and still win that shit. Anyways, bro.
Bus karas, bus visuotinė mobilizacija, visi ir kariaus. Patinka, nepatinka, aišku, kad motyvuoti veš ir laikys
You like it or you don't like, you go to war, bro.
tą frontą, bet, aš manau, kad nėra dramos, sunkus laikai ir privers.
There is no drama. Huh. Oh, you little bitch.
Tapti motyvuoti.
No. The hard time is when there's a lot of fucking noise happening around me. That's the hard time. You turn off electricity, you're gonna turn it off for everyone. Alright? You're gonna make explosion. You have cool explosions, that's nice. I'll inspect it. Inspect the damages. Interesting. People panic. Interesting to me. Alright? Then there's no drama. When the war happens, I feel no drama. As long as I'm not threatened directly, ain't no problem with that. The problem with Russia, right? The things that we have seen in fight with Ukraine is that they like doing stupid shit. Alright? They attack civilians, basically. And being in a country that's attacked by Russia is like the fucking biggest nightmare imaginable, right? What the fuck is gonna happen to just random civilians? So all of a sudden I'm playing fucking Russian roulette at this point. You never know when you're gonna step on a fucking mine that will just spawn randomly. Now again, funny enough, I'm not actually in danger because I'm 1 in a million chance, right? I'll take my chances in that case. Anyways, we're going to the deep end of the video where the speculation just keeps stacking, right? Of what's gonna happen, but that's why I'm reacting to whatever the fuck this is.
Tą charakterį ir daryti, tai visi, kas čia sėdi, tai irgi yra to dalis, ta prasme, tai visuotinis šaukimas, kaip Jonas sakė,
unedited, this translates.
Tikrai padės tą įvesti į tą, kažkur priartėti prie to dalyko, bet kol čia neįvyks konfliktas, tai ir nepamatysim, kaip yra iš tikrųjų.
Oh, yeah, until there's a conflict.
Kol rinka.
Okay, then shut the fuck up, alright?
Neįlipsi ir negausi į nosį, nesužinosi, ar ne? Na tai yra, Vilniuje yra tikrai antrasis variantas, visi, kas jungiasi į šulius, aš pats prisijungiau 2014 metais, man kaip ir Jonui tuo metu jau atrodė ir buvo aišku, bent jau man pačiam, kad tas karas bus ir reikia ruoštis, nėra ko laukti ir jeigu...
The war is gonna happen, there's no need to wait. I don't know what country you're protecting now, because where is it? Tell me the location of that country. I don't see it here. It's like an empty space with no name, unfortunately. I would call it Rania, by the way. If I could give it a name, Rania. Some people try to give this as a name, and it doesn't really stick, because it sounds like trash, right? It sounds like the shittiest name in entirety of Europe, except for Netherlands. But Netherlands sounds kind of cool, you know? Kind of cool, dude. Czechia, bro. No, everything else, every name, every country has a normal name, except maybe Bosnia and Herzegovina. Okay, this shit is so offensive. Can we nuke this shit right now? Can we not have a part of the conversation here? Yeah, it's funny, but like, fuck you, dude. Either you split, because there's no end, alright? No, there's no end. Just split where the fucking two things meet. Because we're gonna have a real problem here. Alright? No, we literally have the second shittiest name in entirety of Europe. You think I will believe that your stupid country exists? Like, what is this shit? At least win Eurovision one time. We win Eurovision by saying we are winners of Eurovision. We got 6th place. That's the greatest achievement of my country. My country does not exist. Like, I'm having problems right now registering, you know, checking all the data of like, where is my country? What the fuck am I born into? What is this demon-infested place where people cannot hold conversations and all my friends just fucking left me behind? What happened here? Is this why I never had a girlfriend? Is that the missing fucking piece? Because I'm not understanding something here. There's so many missing pieces for me to even comprehend. Like I give Lithuania, bro, existence rating of like 2% chance that it actually exists. That it actually has esteem of any kind to produce anything of value, bro. We have pop stars. We have good music. All right? That's not a problem for us. We can do as well as any other country on that side of things. We have a little bit of culture, right? That is not what's going to make country exist, however. What's going to make country exist are the people, right? People not being little bitches. People asking, how is it going? Starting a conversation. Like, many foreigners also come to this place and are like, oh, 1 year spending in Lithuania. Oh, we don't talk to our neighbors. We actually run away from neighbors. It's like, what? Are we demons? Why are you running away? That was a TikTok to emphasize fucking jokes of some kind, the vibe of Lithuania. Of like, this, the more time you spend here, the more you fucking hate everyone. Like, are you kidding me? The more you're scared of everyone. This is nonsense. All right? It barely makes any sense. Like, what? Why is it happening like that? And it's again, if you want to aggravate men, then you have to have gatekeeping women in the country. Women who gatekeep the shit out of you. All the good things, they gatekeep. They are silent of like, I'm not giving that shit. I'm not saying anything. I'm not doing anything nice to you at all, bro. All right, I can add you to Facebook friends for like 2 days. All right, but you don't say anything to me, or I will unfriend you. I have to live this fucking reality, dude. I have to live amongst assholes, bro, this whole time. Who also label me as, mentally ill, of course, very convenient. They have so much corruption in the fucking country. And now I'm just discovering police corruption. Oh, they don't want to fucking respond. They're kind of causing problems here by just being lazy. Nobody's, right? It's like, oh, not big enough problem for them. Okay. It's big enough problem for me. So I'm gonna be personally be offended. And I don't know if that works out well for the police, all right? For me personally, it's a personal thing. But for me personally, police is utterly corrupted, useless, garbage. So where is the country, dude? The chance of Lithuania existing is probably 1% chance. Nothing. There's nothing, bro. There's nothing to hold on to increase the chance. I just had like a normal school experience, you know? I wasn't really bullied. Like physically attacked or something. It is annoying to fear and then become smelly because of fear, and then people smell your fear and then bully you for like, well, we smell your fear, dude, wow. And it just turns into a fucking hellscape in your brain. You start to get cooked, bro. Because you can't escape because it's a fucking lesson, dude. You can't just go home randomly. You can't just excuse yourself. You gotta fucking sit through that shit. I don't know perfect hygiene. I will never fucking know perfect hygiene. If it's hot and if people are fucking teasing you, you will sweat and you will stink. There's no fucking out of this one. You should be disqualified, generally speaking. From experiences like that, because I had it in UK as well, you know, hygiene was not my fucking top priority, since I don't know how to fucking do that shit without proper advice. You know, still being Lithuanian in the UK, it wasn't exactly a social fucking experience, but, you know, it wasn't too bad. It felt like something. Alright, until I lost all the fucking money and rent drained me entirely. Alright? So no, I don't have good enough experience to be like, oh, it's time for human sacrifice. It's time to not look forward to my future anymore. We can just put uncertainty on that shit. And it's not gonna happen until country starts existing. And guess what? The time to make the country exist, incredibly impossible. Who's gonna kiss me? Who's gonna have my first date? Who's gonna sleep with me for the first time? Are we really gonna rush this experience? That's why I'm mentally ill, because I was lonely this whole fucking time. I can't agree to that. Oh shit. Yes, I am danger to society, especially a society of demons who are about to get attacked. Because they rightfully need to be attacked. Alright? And if they want to amplify my voice and make me fucking scream, so be it, bro. I don't have any enemies, I don't have any friends. Like, leave the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone. I just wanted to fucking live a normal life here. And now look at what's going on.
Kaip sakyti, ruošiesi nebėgti, o likti kariauti, tai reikia išmokti, mokėti, prisijungti ir kažkokią naudą suteikti. Tai aš su ta, kaip sakyti.
Now digging a hole in this direction is done. We're done with that. The next hole is to let Russians know that I am your enemy. We can shake hands on it, bro. I am your enemy. I'm gonna turn my channel into fuck Putin, basically, situationship. Because fuck you, you know? Fuck all Russia culture, basically. We're gonna fucking tease Russian culture on my channel big time. Does that mean Russia drama instead of K-pop drama? Maybe. Maybe if they switch the switch, I have the flexibility to do whatever the fuck I want. And we're gonna laugh at Russian culture, basically, every step of the way. How pathetic it is, because you know it is. Anything that is potentially gonna be dead is also potentially, or very likely, culturally void. Absolutely void. Or pathetic, right? It's just like my country not existing is a big ass problem to our cultural and, mental capacity. Everyone is mentally ill, basically, is what I've learned. Being in the fucking asylum for a year. Of like, Jesus, everyone is mentally ill then. You can just label anyone schizo, and our country, because it doesn't fucking exist, it happens to believe that shit the most. That everyone is potentially schizo, you know? We are a country of fucking backstabbers and losers. Like, an absolute dog shit country right now. If we can win this war easily, maybe we can turn this thing around and do something actually good for ourselves. And maybe we're gonna thank Russia for being like, wow, you're so kind. You sacrificed 100,000 men for us. That's so beautiful. We'll send you some flowers, you know? In Minecraft. Oh, man. In Minecraft. Not in real life. Oh, shit. Russia.
Mintimi ir
So technically, even though I'm spitting fire on my country, I am at war. You know, it's anything that sucks. You know, I'm trying to motivate these people to fucking do better. Because, again, you shouldn't be in a position where you deserve to be attacked. You should be in a position where you deserve to have half of the fucking Russia for yourself. You know, where you can expand your territory just by accident. You know, I was like, that's mine. Oops, this is mine right now. If this happens to my country, then congratulations, dude. You might actually be able to be big enough to exist. But it's all up for debate, my friends. It's all up for when the shit hits the fan of what do people do? Are they start winning or do they start losing? Is the
prisijungiau ir
question.
prisijungia daug tų bendraamžių. Šiandien dienai Vilniuje, nežinau, virš 5,000 turbūt yra. Tikrai judesys yra didelis, kadangi ir pats turiu.
Yeah, women are so manipulated, but technically I can't backstab women either as a whole, right? I have to treat them as like fucking war geniuses, because if they have not given me any self-esteem and they knew what the future is of like, well, we're gonna send them to war. I'm not sure why they would know that, by the way. Why would women know too many things and would be able to actually send people to war or whatever? Maybe when Putin existed, all women knew what's gonna happen. Just they knew the vibe, and they started manipulating this whole fucking plot somehow. And they withdrew all, kept all the love away from me, and whatever happens, happens, right? If I become a fucking serial killer, so be it, you know? But if I'm lucky enough to actually understand that this situation is fucking twisted as hell and restrain myself, so be it as well. Maybe I do actually deserve life after death of everything around me. All right? So I don't know how fucking twisted this shit is. This is how war vibes actually completely tear the country open for debates. This big ass question mark has been drawn. And Russia probably knows what the fuck they're doing. They did that with Ukraine to see how social media acts, how people focus on the country, what happens to the country in general, how the country's leader become like popular and shit. My country's leader being popular is a fucking disaster, by the way. His name is literally here. It's literally right here. No Seda is my president's name. I wonder why it's so close to Russia right now. But anyways, it's kind of meme. It's kind of good meme though. If we cut off the penis, yeah, if he's second the penis of Russia, I don't know, man. Maybe pull it out of your mouth and, impeach yourself or something, because it fucking looks ugly, dude. It looks like the country fucking put the right person in place to tell a story. It's weird, man. Life is fucking weird, and I haven't seen a fucking 5% of it. And we have to have many questions of what's actually going on right now. We are actually provoked to ask a lot of questions, because maybe war is not what we think it is. Maybe Hitler was created by women. Maybe Putin is being created by women. Maybe we're being fucking puppeteered right now by some kind of force, because we shouldn't be ending up to kill each other. That makes no fucking sense. We shouldn't be ending up to destroy each other's property and be selfishly self-centered to pretend that we're gonna win or something. Like, what's going on, right? There's missing brain cells in this whole story. There's missing fucking narrative where none of this is supposed to be happening, but it is, right? So the biggest war is not to go out there and kill other men. The biggest war is to understand what is actually going on. All right? Who is creating this narrative? Who is creating all this chaos? And maybe we can destroy the problem at its core, at its root. Maybe there are toxic women brewing this fucking witchcraft bullshit upon all of us. And we start to get confused and we start to get loveless, of like, oh, the only way to win is to attack someone. I am surviving a drama, basically. And I had to deal with women who are part of this drama as well. The funny thing is, when I made noise for 2 hours, that was a problem. When someone else is making noise across multiple days for 2 hours, that was not a problem. When I was a problem, I was dragged again into fucking institution of like, you're mentally ill, the medication is gonna be doubled, and you better say yes or you will be in jail for 5 years. And it's like this thread just constantly hammering the thread on me. You think I will actually like your fucking country after you threatened me for the most fucking minuscule thing of just like making noise for 2 hours? I'm sorry, dude. All right? Your leaders have broken sanity so badly for me. My story should be heard first and foremost. And you can fight your wars. You can withdraw from the conversation. But I feel like we all have to sit down and fucking start talking properly. You know? With each other. Solidarity is the only thing that can scare Russia away. Trying to talk to Russia is the most dumbest thing ever. The best way to talk is to throw bullets into their faces, basically. Because they don't understand, bro. Without fear in our faces, in our own faces of like, yeah, you did, bro. Because you completely misunderstand what's going on here. You're definitely not my enemy, right? This is how you kill other people. You are just a zombie. You're not my enemy. But because you're trying to kill me, you have to die. In return, you have to be disarmed. You have to be destroyed. But you're part of the system that is trying to kill me, you know? You are not my enemy. You kill these people out of kindness of your heart to try and stop whatever the fuck is going on here. But the question mark remains. Something is going on. And the funny thing is, what is rhyming right now for the rest of the Europe? What is rhyming for the rest of the world is that women are taking over. Women are creating the fucking chaos right now. As we speak. They're allowing migration in. They're crying about Trump. They have this fucking tantrum against Musk and his basically side of things. Women are just creating war zone across the entire world bigger than whatever the fuck is gonna happen here. Women sacrifice themselves to fucking pull the racism narrative as much as possible of like, oh, here's a black guy spawned in the middle of your country of white people, and now you're racist. And now you're racist. Unless you like that guy. But he's a random guy. What if I don't like him? You know? The women do that shit. They just spawn random black guys who you may or may not like, and all of a sudden, you don't know what the fuck to do. What did you just do? Can you bring them back to their fucking country? Women do that shit. They fucking create chaos out of nothing. And I'm pissed, bro. I'm so fucking pissed that this evil just keeps on spreading. Rightfully so, but, you know, it's gonna end. For evil cannot sustain a war for too long. At some point, war will be decided, decisively finding the cause in the first place. Alright? Fucking women, dude. Holy Jesus. They're the problem. I'm scared of that shit. I'm scared of how they are the problem. Obviously, men being coerced into this whole situation, and it's like, okay, you wait, but right now I'm active as I possibly can, saving my fucking ass, hoping that a narrative alone is going to be good enough to open people's eyes that the problem is probably not there, not men being desperate to make something happen, but the desperation comes from somewhere else, that they have been bullied into this, right? They have been convinced or ripped their morals apart. They're convinced that they're gonna go back and like women gonna like them or whatever, but it's not gonna happen. Who knows, man? This is my greatest suspicion. I will grow my suspicion that already fucking exists. The fact that I already fucking hate women in the first place. I will only grow this suspicion. For it's fucking widespread.
Rusų kilmės žmonių, ar kaip čia pasakyti, lietuvių, ar ne, kurių labai gerai matėsi, kurie, puikiai, kai prasidėjo tas karas, ir į Ukrainos pusę pasirinko, ir ten jokių iliuzijų neturėjo. Iš mano matymo tai labiausiai susijęs su turtinė padėtim, tai yra kuo skurdžiau gyvena, tai tuo mažiau integravęsis, kuo didesnis ubagas, tuo labiau jam atrodo, kad ten Rusijai kažkas gerai yra. Kas turi galvą ant pečių, tai ten viskas daugiau neaišku, kas ten darosi ir kokį marą.
It's all clear in Russia. There's nobody's rich in Russia. Makes sense.
Tai atneš ir ten iliuzijų neturi. Tai aš manau, kad labiausiai šitoj vietoj, na, kaip
But I'm not sure why it's relevant.
Valdas sakė, penktakolonininkų visą laiką buvo ir bus, bet vienintelis dalykas, kaip išspręsti tą dalyką, tai, nu, kaip sakyt, spausti, integruotis, tai yra per kalbą, kad įsilietų į visuomenę, kad galėtų geresnį darbą dirbti ar ne, išsilavinimą, turtėtų ir tu automatiškai identifikuotųsi su tą valstybę. Nu, čia, kai kažkas gerai gyvens, tai neturės iliuzijų. Dabar ta mūsų...
When someone lives a good life, then they're not gonna be fucking, have illusions of running to shittier places and pretend that they're gonna have a better life. Makes sense. I'm not gonna...
Periferija su Baltarusija, kur klesti kontrabanda, taip toliau, nu taigi ten yra Jėzus Marija, koks ubaginas. Ten viskas iš to ir ateina, nu tai žiūri rusišką televiziją, geria, pinigų neturi ir cigaretės per sieną nešiojant.
Yeah, that was clean.
Night is going to be the beginning of their history books. Because as LR
Acoustic weapons, yeah.
guy that went
Aš vis tiek norėsiu, kadangi
Oh my god. Yeah, they sacrificing, making human sacrifices basically on stage, basically. Trying to piss off the government of like, oh, we're gonna drag them clowns. Very likely I will have to defend my remaining non-existent countrymen who might exist, you know, who might want protection against this fucking who knows what the fuck is going on situation, right? It is weird. I would immediately like shoot Ruth in the fucking face, basically. She's not even showing her fucking face. I would shoot her down, bro. Right now she's a propagandist. Trying to drag people into an army, right? It is what it is, bro. She's a fucking woman, and I don't like her right now in this situation. How funny, right? How cards just keep on playing themselves. Every enemy is a fucking woman.
Valdžia, kuri pjauna miškus. Aš gyvenau kaime ir...
Oh, shit. Yeah, everyone's gonna laugh at the dude who cares about fucking trees being cut. Propaganda is immediately turned on, by the way. Immediately turned on propaganda, bro. They know what the fuck they're doing.
Break peacekeepers on the ground in Ukraine. Why is he trying to force NATO and the rest? Enters NATO, there's gonna be some war.
There's gonna be a war when Ukraine enters. Yeah, that makes sense.
Hey, excuse me. I had a quick...
Lithuanian people only, if you're not Lithuanian, keep, because the issue that I'm having, aš moku lietuviškai šnekėti, jos English, aš nesuprantu, aš negaliu bendrauti.
Yeah, there's a missing word sometimes. Fucking get lost in translations.
not having states to deploy nuclear weapons in other countries to...
He wants nuclear weapons, bro, this Polish man. He wants to go fucking Poland, my friends. Poland, bro. Poland does sound like a place that just actually wants half of Russia and wants to enslave the other fucking half. Yeah, I don't know, man. Poland is like one of those places where it's like the rest of the Europe stops existing all of a sudden. You know, just to turn off the lights of like, fuck off, guys. We can just have this war for ourselves, please. All right? Just give us the war, dude. They want it so bad. They want to rip fucking Russians into fucking tiny pieces. Where you can fucking put those tiny pieces, I don't know, like spice. Like, we're gonna have pepper, salt, and Russian, bro. As spice. That is the esteem that Poland fucking has on in this situation, bro. We got Russian spice. They have some Russian in here. Ooh. I like eating sandwich with Russian spice. Oh shit,
to
boy.
either skim from the...
It is dangerous to come out in front to, you know, it's a start of civil war. Like, Russia is actually poking they know what. Like, Ukraine knew kind of that they're not going to be defended by NATO. But because we're defended by NATO, we can start fucking unleashing our demons. And Russians attacking, they know what? They know that this country barely fucking exists, and we're more likely to go to a civil fucking war right now because we don't want to go to war. Like, this is gonna be the most twisted fucking bullshit of all time. I swear, dude. Civil war is gonna happen first, then Russians gonna be like, oh, oopsie doopsie, I just have to go back to my waifu, you know? Jesus Christ. We're gonna destroy ourselves before we even gonna go to war, dude. And I'm pretty sure he has a lot of haters, too. There's no winning this situation. I have to just step aside, alright? And acknowledge that this guy probably has nothing interesting to say.
At every major.
He will just accuse of Lithuania spitting propaganda. What Lithuania is doing bad, it is harming people mentally really badly right now. Treating people like shit. And it's mostly women doing that. It's mostly cultural, peaceful thing of treating people like shit. We're not getting beaten up. We're not being attacked by other men. It's not happening. Then you would sort of understand that this is like a man thing. Like men are getting in trouble on their own terms. No, it's women doing that shit. It's women fucking making us uncomfortable right now. And it's very explainable. Why? They have nothing better to do. Because without relationships and with attachment to money, they literally have nothing better to do than just to seek more money, seek more basically drugs that they use. They have specialized drugs of like, I want to look pretty, I want to look fabulous, I want to be loved by everyone, and they will manipulate reality in order to make that fucking happen. No matter how much heartbreak they will create in the process, it just is what it is. And we have to talk about it loud and proud because they're the fucking enemy right now. Like, if men can die, women can die harder. I'm just fucking saying, dude. That's the real propaganda. And unfortunately for this guy, and I appreciate dude coming
I have this
and starting a civil war, I guess. I don't know.
More than 712 pieces of equipment. Total was at 632.
Of course, rich people. Anti-rich people propaganda. Basically, people are completely lost, right? Alright, Lithuanian female talking about dick. That's what it is. We're gonna have civil war right now. We're on the brink of that shit. We're gonna be fighting each other so fucking hard. People are gonna try and accuse rich people and government propaganda, basically, that is happening. The reality is a lot more fucking complicated. Or more straightforward, maybe. Like, men are gonna go to war when they are too weak. They don't have enough morals set. They don't hold each other's hands. They don't hold each other accountable. Of course you should go to war for one reason and one reason alone. To have a gun in your hands. To have ability to kill anyone around you. Of like, hey dude, you know, you would, alongside with everyone else, of like, hey, I can kill you now. And then you can have a very interesting conversation with them. If you're interested in doing that, yeah, that's the best motivation to go to war. That you can kill people. It's more like you have the ability to coerce them into having very interesting experiences, I would say. Everything you learn, just with the vibes alone, you will be able to unlock who the real enemy is.
Mano asmeniniu atveju.
Ypač aktualu dabar Kurachoje, ten didžiausias veiksmas vyksta ir aš
Same
saugotos
podcast,
nebuvo jokios
okay.
apjungti, yra tarpiniai.
Until I get ability to converse with women, I don't know what exactly is going on. What is the definition of war? I cannot have a correct worldview at all, and I cannot listen to men for too long, basically.
Breaking news!
They might be believing their own propaganda,
Remember how
basically.
Donald
Alright, it is what it is, right? I mean, even domestically, I have limited amount of power. Like, what if my mom is the enemy? I don't know. She listens to Russian shit. She never learned English or anything. But social media is full of Russian shit. For her personally, she's not gonna listen to Lithuanian stuff because we don't have enough big enough cultural hotspot to generate content.
Russia could attack Lithuania as early as this fall, according to German experts. That's what they're warning, right? They're warning that this could be our last peaceful summer. And this comes after Russia announced large-scale exercises in Belarus, with them amassing over 100,000 soldiers, similar to what we saw before the invasion of Ukraine. With the Baltic states reportedly very concerned that we're seeing a rerun of Ukraine here. In this, as we just saw the vice president of the EU saying that Russia has to lose in Ukraine in order to avoid World War III. Or she's saying that the difference between the start of World War II and what's happening now.
I mean, yeah, we do have a certain amount of time to actually bolster Ukraine way harder. Now we're motivated. We shouldn't be motivated to, you know, go to war ourselves as much as help Ukraine just do their thing properly.
Now is that Ukraine, Russia in a war, but the U.S. security guarantee
there's no question.
It wasn't about being able to defeat Russia. It was about threatening a violence so grand that Russia wouldn't dare. Priority one is always.
Yeah, I mean, if we are suffering from a borderline civil war, starting civil war now, through discussions, we're gonna figure out who's like the most fucking OP Lithuanian, and that's me right there. The problem is that your fucking country does not exist. I don't even acknowledge this as a threat to me of like, even if you start existing and I become the greatest Lithuanian, I'm like, that's nothing to me. You just start existing. The level of your existence is the level of my title. If I was the greatest in this country, what does that fucking mean? If the country just started existing, just starting having conversations, bro. Nah, dude. Dude, I'm scared for how disgusting it's gonna get. For how this weird ass escalation of like, what the hell is going on? Because it's a vortex here. It's a completely different situation. War is a vortex. It's almost like its own word. Vortex, my friends.
Huge moves recently. It's going to take Europe some time to meet that level of grand violence that keeps the peace. Or we're talking about things that take years and decades to build. So you have some experts saying that Trump needs to drop the games and reaffirm the NATO alliance, even if he wants to leave, just to buy Europe more time. Follow to stay in.
That would be a pretty basic shit. You gotta pick and choose his allies, unfortunately, this Trumpy boy. Does he want someone who he literally can't fucking trust anymore, who's just like absolutely out of control already? Or does he want something that already was established by history and he shouldn't fucking reset history? Most of the time, leaders have to understand that all they have to do is just realize, oh shit, and then follow the course of history of what history laid down upon them. Alright, you get the fucking luxury of saying, oh shit, but if you choose wrongly and you choose to go against history, you're gonna get stabbed in the fucking face, bro. Holy shit, man. Or the bullet scraped your ear. You need to scrape that other ear, too. It's fucking crazy. How can they backstab Europe when it's like the only fucking landmass that is like normal in comparison to the rest of the world? There's still people who are willing to learn English and shit. Like, come on, dude. I'm willing to suck in as much of American culture as I possibly can and support Trump's campaign and all that shit. There's proof on my channel that I wanted to do that, right? To be leaning right in the election. Seeing how the lefties were fighting this election is also a clue of like how women behave, basically. What they're trying to do. What their strategy is. Women do in fact use just other men as scapegoats to create chaos. Even more chaos. They attach to men, to evil men, in hopes that they can possess the evil man to do evil things for them. That the evil man is going to be flexing of like, look how cool I am. when I am doing all these evil things. So I have my suspicions, my friends, unfortunately, that this is not two-country war. It's a country across the world of realizing the corruption of women in general. When I discovered police corruption, guess who answered the fucking call? Guess who called me? Both women. Both were women. I got to call a woman to dispatch another woman to call me back and tell me that it's not a big problem. Guess what? I have been betrayed by my own country, as I always am. Constantly betrayed. Betrayal is the worst thing you can do in a war fucking time. Alright? Which is, again, a clue that something much bigger is going on. The enemy is much smaller and much more fucking annoying than you thought. Much more cunning to do more evil things. And mind control the narrative, basically. It's crazy. Is Lithuania a rich or poor country? No one knows. It's a mystery. It's not a fucking country, dude. Can't find anyone using... I mean, it's today, right? So I would have to upload dates. It just shows right there as well of like, oh, Americans exist because they died right now. So that's not even relevant then. Our country relevance right now is it's technically bolstered. It's technically an important thing for soldiers to just disappear. That's the only way you can pique people's interest. Like, oh, really? It seems like more of a tactical move than actual reality. Arson attacks. Most relevant thing is to not fear and establish accurate self-esteem that, like the real enemy is somewhere else and there's a lot of fucking stupid men doing stupid shit and you don't want to be a part of this narrative at all. And it's like I've been suffering all the way up to this point. You think my suffering is gonna be outshadowed by some fucking bullshit going on? No. I have crafted my own story, my own narrative, my own life for 30 years. If any of this dies, I die with it. I have to fight for my own fucking existence. Just like this whole fucking country has to fight for its own existence. Hopefully you can get something out of this war that is useful for them. Besides going to still fucking unrest. Massively, bro. Holy shit, man.
5 years to prepare before a Russian invasion becomes a reality.
Yeah, 4 to 5 years to prepare. So much fucking time we have been given. Everything is changing, but there's no news on YouTube. Which is the only fucking thing that counts. I guess I'm gonna be the first one to do it. Well, that would be kind of crazy. I don't want to get views like that. Come on, man. What have you done, guys? I'm the first one? See? I'm already fighting a war. I'm already the most active person in duty right now. Responding to everything that's going on. Actively. And thinking of, like, what the fuck is actually happening? Because you can construct all kinds of crazy shit, but, love is one of those nasty things that you cannot miss in the equation. If you miss love, well, you failed your fucking task, start all over again. No matter what fucking war weapons of mass destruction you can create, if love is not part of the deal, the war machine is gonna stab you first. See you guys next time.